This is not a career that you get rich doing, but you do get rich in different aspects of things. There's a lot of pride that goes into it. Everybody that works in this industry is an extremely hard worker and is somebody that is doing this to make this a better community. It's a really good starting point. My name is Valerie Giustiniani. I'm the HR manager here at Donald Martens Sons. I started working here about 10 years ago, actually. It's grown a lot from the time that I started. What's kept me around has been the family environment that I really found here. Family-oriented business. There's been a lot of room for growth. So anybody that has the drive to be here as an employee and wants to find longevity in their career, there's definitely opportunities for growth. The family-owned just kind of brings a little bit more of camaraderie. I mean, this industry in general really finds a closeness because we're all doing and working together to kind of accomplish the same goal as far as helping out the community and doing things like that, but really helping each other while they're going through their career path and things like that. So that's what I really like. We have the flexibility that people are looking for while they're going to school, and we really try to make an effort to give the people who are going through the schooling and the training process of the training to really kind of move forward and achieve their goals in the long run. I think the importance of the training aspect that we have in this company is we've been around for such a long time, since 1963, I think it was. But we've really built a culture where we understand the importance of what we're doing in this community, and all of it starts with the education process. So when people come straight out of EMT school, we really give them the opportunity to work around their school schedule while they're in paramedic school, to work around it, get their clinical experience and their clinicals done out of the way, and just get a little bit of experience under their belts and achieve their goals as they're getting their certifications. The culture around here is very similar. Everybody comes with a very similar career path, whether they're going into a fire department or strictly staying into the EMS route. Everybody has a very similar career goal. Even if you wanted to extend your education into becoming an instructor or taking a bridge program from becoming a paramedic to RN, there's so many different avenues that EMS can really take you into further education while you're achieving your current goals. If it's EMT, paramedic, education, so many different ways to go about it. We've been working towards getting all of the different locations that we have. We have our headquarters are in Cleveland. We have 7 different locations total. So I think it's been a huge project for us to really bring all of the different satellite locations together. Part of that is just including them in a newsletter. I recently started a volleyball team here in Cleveland, and we're just trying to get a lot of our employees to really just not just hang out at work and enjoy their working environment, but even outside of work, we've been putting a lot of effort into bringing people together as far as a Martens community. It's important because we want everybody to enjoy to come to work. I really enjoy hearing people, the positive aspect of everything that they come to work for. I come to work here because I enjoy doing this. And a lot of it that I really think that we have done as management is really create a very friendly and helpful working environment. Somewhere where you can learn what you're doing as a new employee or a new EMT in this industry, and as part of this community as well. What I hear the most from EMTs and paramedics when they're being hired in, I think it's mostly stability in their work environment. They want to work for a company that has safe protocols, a great working environment as far as, the people that they're working with, but they also want fair wages as well. And I do think that Donald Martens and Sons has done a really good job as far as staying competitive with the current market for EMTs and paramedics and their wages. And we always look for every opportunity we can to put more of our resources into our EMTs and paramedics, their training and development, their wages as well, the equipment that they work with. So everything that we do, we really take an effort to be fair to our employees as far as the longevity of their career and development. Coming from a training ground that is great, it's effective, and it has all of the requirements that a fire department is looking for, a really good solid training ground for somebody that's looking for higher education as far as fire departments, police, 911 services, things like that. The way I stay in touch with our employees, we have 7 different locations. So, I'm the one HR person, so I'm involved with the hiring of all of the employees here in this company. So the way I stay connected is through my work cell phone. I try to stay in touch as much as I can, even with the satellite locations. It's a little bit more of a challenge when we have a little bit of a distance from our home base to different locations, but I always try to make an effort to stay in touch with our employees. So maybe right after they're hired in, they come in for an orientation. I keep in touch with them. How is everything going? Are your uniforms fitting okay? Is your key fob working for this location? Have you received all of the documents and training that you think is necessary for you to be successful in your job? So we definitely make an effort to stay in contact with everybody throughout all of our bases. Making them feel comfortable is number one priority. In my personal view, how I try to be the best HR person I can is, I think HR in general has a little bit of a stigma where you're always going to be in trouble when HR is around. I try not to be that person. I try to be relatable and nice and whatnot. And I think my general purpose is to help not just the company, but the employees as well. I want everybody to enjoy coming to work. I want them to feel that if they do have an issue with something here, that they can talk to somebody about it, and that, we can come to a resolution and hopefully improve the place. And I've seen that a lot since I've been here. I've been here for 10 years now. It's been a while. So I've definitely seen it grow a lot just by listening to people in general. As a person, as an employee that has been here for a long time, I've seen it grow in so many different ways. It's been very beneficial to hear back from everybody. And that goes from everybody that's an ambulance driver, an EMT, a paramedic, our billing person, everybody's, we definitely will listen to any voices and concerns, anything to make the company better as a whole. What I've learned from working with EMTs and paramedics, this is a community of people they're very hard workers. This is not a career that you get rich doing, but you do get rich in different aspects of things. There's a lot of pride that goes into it. And at the end of the day, I think that everybody that works in this industry is an extremely hard worker and is somebody that is doing this to make this a better community and make this a better company as a whole. A lot of the feedback I get from the EMTs and paramedics that have been here, we realize it's not like a long-term career to work here, but it's such a great stepping stone and it's a great training environment. And we do see a lot of the times, and a lot of the feedback that I get is employees that come back after they've achieved their full-time careers, maybe in a fire department or something like that. They choose to come back working for us, and a lot of the times they're working almost full-time hours as well. So this is a great training and starting environment. And then once you are able to come back, once you've achieved your full-time goals, we still give you that flexibility to work for us. And it's a great working environment.
I think
one of the most beneficial parts of working with Donald Martens and Sons. We've been around since 1963. We're a family-owned business. We have been around long enough to kind of have a very good training experience for all of the new people that come into this industry. So whether you've had experience in EMS or not, we'll take you in, we'll offer you the experience that you need, learning how to navigate through the hospital systems, driving the ambulances, using all of the different equipment that we offer as well. It's a really good starting point for anybody that's going into any other further education in EMS. So it's a great starting point. Like I said, you can go into fire departments, police academies, education, paramedic, hospital systems. There's so many different ways that you can develop this education in the future.